Hello everybody and welcome back to another premiere here with me on Rich Mindset channel, where today we're gonna talk about one important topic: evolution. This topic is not only based on me, it's based on the entire human history. This is a topic that everybody should be talking about, and everybody should be, in one way or another, try at least to put in a bigger picture, in a perspective, because it's one of the topics that I don't see a lot of content out there, but from my point of view is the most important topic of them all. Everybody says that the human needs, the human state of survival teaches you how to eat, to drink and to sleep. But the most important thing that made us be who we are and reach where we are, it's evolution. Before Christ, even if you're watching any documentary, if you're watching any movies, if you're observing the world out there, it's a struggle to evolve. Even if today we reach a point in our timeline, let's put it like this, in which we think we reach the maximum, the truth is that in many places of the world, this evolution part is still on a basic level, on a state of survival level. Now, leaving that part be, although we could do a lot more as population, as the world for it, we're gonna take one by one examples in a rich mindset, as you already know, this should mean. And today we are going to talk about how we can evolve as human beings in a modern era. Let's put it like this. Not long ago, and if you follow this channel for a long time, you would know that I was a normal worker trying to survive. I was doing my best. I was always aiming to the top of the food chain, but never actually had an idea how to do it. I never actually had an idea how to implement it, and I was struggling to become independent, to become free from time and money. In that point, for me, evolution was impossible. For me, evolution meant having the latest iPhone. Evolution meant having a stable relationship and maybe becoming the boss in the job that I had. That is maybe everything that evolution meant for me at that point. And it took me a long time to only understand that evolution is based on yourself, on myself in that case, and that I was the only one responsible for the way that I was going to evolve. It took me a lot of time only to understand that I have to understand that I'm responsible for myself. From finding thousands of excuses that is not my fault, that the market does I don't know what, that the boss that I had at that point was he didn't like me, customers were annoying, and I don't know how many other excuses I found. Every single day there was something new that didn't allow me to become the best version of myself. With everything I said until now, the biggest situation that I had is that I always wanted more. So in my head, I had a big conflict between what I can do, because I was limited by the excuses that I found, and what I wanted to have, based on what I saw in other people that had two eyes, one nose, one mouth like me. And in my head was this big fight of wanting to become the top of the food chain in one way or another, and the action that I did that didn't allow me to get there because everybody else was against me. Even God in my head was not helping me, and he was punishing me for something. So it took me around, I think, 4 years to actually understand 3 basic principles of evolution. Now I'm gonna share with you my own personal experience. I'm not gonna say it's going to work for you. I'm not gonna say you have to do this in order to become the richest person in the world. I'm not gonna tell you it's gonna solve all your problems. But what I can tell you is, it made me understand I can do more and I can become better. Now, how you apply it, that depends on your situation, on your life. And if you do so, I can tell you one thing and guarantee you one thing. You will get more than you expect. It will be an over-deliver kind of situation. Now, the first thing you have to do in order to get to the point where you are going to evolve is this. Understand that everything in your life happens because of you. I'm gonna give you an example that is basic, that will make you understand. It's not the most incredible example, but you will understand my point of view. One day, let's say you're walking on the street and somebody will come to you, push you, and start swearing you, and maybe spit you, or I don't know what. In that point, every single one of us will have the reflex of thinking, what the fuck, this man is crazy, what is happening right now? But in truth, one time in your life, in one point in your life, you did something to that person. Maybe you don't know what, maybe you don't realize in that specific moment what happened, but you did something. Maybe you fired him, maybe you had stress with him, maybe you look at him, I don't know, and he didn't like it. Maybe you tried to steal his girlfriend. I don't know what, but you did something to get in that point where he is going to push you on the street. Before trying to find excuses and say, this man is crazy, I don't know what he wants, he's stupid, and whatever a normal human being would do, take some time to understand why you got in that situation. That means taking responsibility. So the first point and the most important thing in order to evolve is assuming responsibility. In that point, do not go in conflict with him. This is my example that I'm gonna give you because I did this. I was the one starting every single conflict. My ego was so high, I was fighting with everybody based on nothing. Instead of doing this, listen to me. Don't go in conflict with him. Let him get the pressure off. Let him feel relaxed. And after he did, because he's not gonna fight you from the first instance, try to talk to him and see what happened. Try to understand why you got with him in that place. Because believe me, with 3-4 questions, you will understand what you did, how you got there, and the lesson you have to learn from the entire incident. Because this is really important. Keep in mind the lesson, right? So first step in going to the next step in evolving, it's assuming responsibility. After we did this and we understand that everything happens for a reason, everything is based on us and our own way of acting in the world, the second step that you have to do after assuming responsibility, it's really easy. Learn. The second thing is learn. Why I'm telling you this? Because if you assume responsibility, then you know where you are and where you want to go. As fast as you know where you want to go, that means that you're going to need some skills in order to get there. In order to get those skills and become indispensable to somebody, in order to reach your goal, in order to see you, to observe you, to become that person he needs or she needs, you need some skills. That means you need to start learning. If your objective is to become the best football player, you need to start training often. If you want to open your own business, you need to understand how to grow a business, how to create a business, how to start a business. If your goal is to become the husband of Pamela Anderson, you need to understand where she's hanging out, with who, what is her circle, how you can get there. So everything you want to do in order to evolve, to get on the next step, it's based on learning. It's based on acquiring new skills, better skills in order to push you forward. I'm gonna give you another personal example, one that maybe will make you understand. My goal, for example, is to become the best salesman in the world. I don't want to sell anything. I want to sell what I love to sell. So, based on this objective, I started understanding human behavior, starting reading books about how you can communicate, why it's important to communicate, what type of questions you need to ask in order to get yourself on the right path, how people are acting under pressure circumstances, how you need to talk to people to make them understand, and so many other things that I learned from books. And I started watching videos, how the best salesmen in the world, like Grant Cardone, like Tai Lopez, like Gary Vee, are doing it. On what are they based? What are their skills? How can I acquire those skills? Do they identify with me? Do I like it? Should I take from those skills and make them my own, or actually create new skills for myself? So the second thing that I did is learn. Now the third thing, and maybe the most important thing, as I said in the beginning, in order to evolve is action. I know you heard this 1,000 times before. I know you saw it in thousands of books and thousands of videos, but believe me, nothing will happen in your life if you do not act on it. It's zero. It's zero if you take the first two steps, you assume responsibility and you learn, but you don't take action on it. I know it's going to be scary. I know it's going to be tough. I know you're gonna get 1,000 no's. I know you'll be rejected. I know it will not work from the first time. But acting on what you learned, acting in order to get to your objective, taking responsibility for your action and learning from them and your feedback will give you the upper hand and will make you achieve your goals. It's not gonna take 1 week. It's not gonna take 1 month. It's gonna take years or years. If it's sooner, then amazing. That means you managed to do it faster than everybody else, but it will get you there. You will be evolving. Now, what it's important is to understand where you want to evolve, because most of the people I know, at least here in Romania, for them evolving means having 2,000-3,000 euros on a monthly basis, living with rent and buying an expensive car just to show off. Well, that's not evolving. That for sure will not take you to the next level. That is maybe desiring maybe something more. Evolving, true state of evolving, it's when you get to a level where the only thing you want is to have more of it. I hope you understand what I mean, because it's hard, it's really hard to put it in words. In that moment when there is no fuck Monday, there is no I can't wait for the weekends, there is no more oh, I'm losing another party, no more looking at the prices on the menu. You know, it's not about the money you have. Evolving is not about the way you see other people handling their lives. Evolving, it's getting to that point where the outside noise does not matter, where other people's opinion is just a source of understanding where you're at, not of influencing you. Evolving, it's getting to a point where you want to get other people with you. You want to help other people get to the same point where you're at, or together go even higher. Evolving, it's about understanding your needs as well of other people's needs that truly deserve it. Evolving is going to places where there is no more, I don't have time, I feel bad for myself. It's evolving, it's that point in life where you're able to create, not to follow, not to do things for other people, not to question yourself if it's your key. Is that point where you don't have time for the noise around you and you're creating. That is creating business, that you're creating groups, that you're creating communities. It's about creating a better environment. As you already know, Rich Mindset, it's all about this. And we just getting started. Although Rich Mindset exists for so long now, this is the point where everybody will get together and start creating as one, because evolution never happened by itself, or only one person did it. Take a look in the history and understand that evolution happened in groups, in people creating a community that desired more, that made them feel special, that made them go one step further. So evolution must be based on assuming responsibilities, learning new skills, and taking action, because without these 3 steps, from my personal experience, nobody can go to the next level. Nobody can evolve. You will always be trapped in the same circle without finding an exit. It's like a maze without having an escape route. Be the one building the maze, but not a trap maze, but a level maze. A maze made to make people evolve level by level by level. Make a maze that will help others evolve as you did. Teach them how to go through that maze in order to get to the next level, to evolve. Make them feel special, make them feel extraordinary, because unfortunately Picasso, Van Gogh and Napoleon, maybe, they still exist in today's day, but they work at a fast food chain making burgers or taking orders, because nobody else gave them the chance to be more, to become more. But why could we not do this together? Because this is what Rich Mindset is. It's a community of people ready to evolve, ready to go to the next level. Guys, believe me, take these 3 steps and perfect them. Take them one by one and repeat and train for it until you know 100% you got it right. Then go to the next one and to the next one. And sooner than you think, you will be in a place where you could never imagine. If you had asked me when I was in college if I was able to build what I have today together with my brother, it was only a dream. I don't think even I dreamt of it. But understanding that everything starts from me, that I need to learn, and together with other people to grow, I managed to become more than I ever expected, and I know you can do the same. So stop sleeping. Take a good look to your life. Understand where you are, what you are doing. Take responsibility and start learning, because the opportunity of becoming the next level person you ever dreamed, or how Will Smith says, your own superhero, it's now. It's here, it's in front of you every single day when you wake up, because the chances of you being you, it's 1 in millions. Yesterday I saw a reel saying, until now on planet Earth lived around 600 billion people. Lived. But what could have been, it's a number we cannot even comprehend to imagine. Because from your father, let's put it like this, on the trip to your mother, there were millions of you. But you managed to do it. You have this special occasion to be this incredible entity right now looking at this video and wondering how can we evolve. Because even if you don't realize it, the monkey within, it's always asking itself, how can I evolve? If you understand the opportunity you had to be here so you can create something magical, and not other 1 million that were with you in the same day, you understand how blessed you are to have the possibility of becoming something special. So, as you know, time is short. You don't know when you're 20 and when you're 40, because time goes like this. So now wake up, get out of the bed and start making something of yourself. It's time to create a rich mindset and go to the next level. Doesn't matter where or how, now is the time to go and put it in action. Guys, I hope you got the message that I'm trying to give you. So go to the next level. Have an amazing weekend, an amazing week. Hustle hard and go take what's yours. Bye-bye.
Welcome everybody. We just trying to have some fun, so welcome to